What's going down, everybody? Check it out. Our good friend Chris couldn't be here tonight, so taking over for the show is myself, the one, the only, coming to you live and direct from Los Angeles, California. He is El.CIBERNETICO. And, of course, my actually, I'm his co-host tonight, so I'm not really his.
Yeah, that's right. Remember, hey, what's up, everybody? Rockin' Reese is back after a 3-week hiatus. I want to first of all thank my boy T-Sean for holding down the fort for me last week. Thanks, one. And also, Mr. Team Bring It. Yo, we're going to hold it down for you, and we know you're less than 100% right now. Don't worry, we got it. We got you on lock. Yo, L, you ready to rock and roll?
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, going down. Of course, what happened 24 hours ago, the breaking news is Dolph Ziggler, Justin Roberts, and of course, Zack Ryder were involved in a car crash. Maurice, take it away.
Yeah, all right, here's the situation, y'all. Ziggler, Ryder, and Roberts were all attending Comic-Con this weekend in San Diego. As they were leaving last night around 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific time, their limo got rear-ended. Now, thankfully, initial reports are saying nobody's seriously hurt. However, there may be a little catch with this whole little incident going down is that, as we all know, Dolph Ziggler is scheduled to compete tomorrow in the world title Money in the Bank ladder match. So there may be talks that if Ziggler's not cleared, he might get pulled out. L, tell me what you're thinking about that, bro.
You know what? I've heard so many rumors going down about this. It's seriously kind of mind-boggling right now because first I've heard that these guys were literally thrown out of the car. Then I heard they were just bouncing around in the car. So I was like a little confused. I didn't know what to say or what to do because literally a lot of people were asking me about this. And I was like, you know what? I really didn't pay attention to this. But you know what? Thankfully, we got the human encyclopedia, Maurice, breaking it down for me. And you know what? It was a little interesting to know what was going on.
Yeah, apparently, because actually they talked to Ryder, and apparently he gave a little statement saying, he got hit. All that happened was Zach just like slid down in one of the seats. So don't worry there, folks. Nothing bad seriously happened, but like I said, the main part of the story I'm worried about is Dolph Ziggler because, as you said, this man's supposed to be one of the favorites to go in and take the briefcase tomorrow in the World Heavyweight contract for Money in the Bank. And it's like, now there may be talks that he may be bounced out of the match. I was like, what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, man. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, literally, this is WWE we're talking about. I mean, there's been rumors that even Mysterio might even appear tomorrow night. That's the hot rumor going on right now. Taking over somebody's spot.
True. And then there's also one other thing I want to think about is, let's say Ziggler goes on and competes, then it's like he gets hurt. There could be a really big lawsuit happening with this one because it's like, was Ziggler tested and then he just said, all right, Dolph, go on and compete anyway? Or if Ziggler doesn't get tested and he just goes on. Yeah, like I say, this is a really, really, this is like a really iffy situation, man, because Ziggler takes one wrong hit in that match, career over.
It'll be too soon to see this guy go. Up next, we also have a little research. We were doing a little research. Well, actually, I was doing a little research. Check out TMZ.com. TMZ reports that Charlie Sheen will not continue on Twitter. What does that mean for our social ambassador on Raw? I mean, this was a shocker. I was paying attention to TMZ Live, and I kind of skipped over. It said Charlie Sheen. I went back, and I looked over, and sure enough, it said Charlie Sheen actually quit on Twitter. He says Twitter's just pure bogus, it's pure bullshit, So it's like, now it gets me thinking, what the hell are they going to do with Charlie Sheen? I mean, they've been promoting this for about almost a month now, and he's supposed to be scheduled to be on the Southern show as well. Am I correct?
Yeah, they've advertised him, and now I'm figuring, you don't got no Twitter anymore. I was like, I said he'll hope he got a Facebook or something, or if he's gonna or if he's just gonna work the site live on WWE.com or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but truth be told, I was actually kind of looking forward to see what Charlie had to say because, well, I was kind of hoping somebody would get pissed off and like decide to confront Sheen in one-on-one.
Speaking of all these shows and everything, comments, don't forget to go to twitter.com and follow us, which is Wrestling Commentary Central on Twitter. Follow us at WCC Live. Now, speaking of live, we go live to Monday Night Raw. What happened? We started off with a promo cutting about AJ proposes to CM Punk. Maurice, what do you think about that?
Oh, Lord, do I have to... I almost wanted to rip my hair out when I saw this segment. I was like, man, what is we watching, the WWE, or is we watching, like, General Hospital or something? All my
exactly,
children.
Right?
Yeah, I was like, somebody, can we please fire these Hollywood writers that are working for this company? Can we get people that know wrestling back into the fold here? Because, man, I do not want to watch no damn Lifetime when I'm trying to watch my favorite sport. Come on now.
Exactly, man.
Ooh,
AJ claims that she's gonna leave Money in the Bank with her future husband. If that happens, who's it gonna be?
I don't know, because when it comes to crazy women, yeah, let me tell you, I don't know how normal women think. Yeah, so I have to figure out how a crazy one thinks. I ain't got a damn clue.
After that, we went to a backstage promo with Santino talking about how he's going to find who this new general manager is. Actually, not the new general manager, the former anonymous general manager. And then at first, they had us thinking, could it be Great Khali? It turns out it ended up being Hornswoggle. Your thoughts?
This, again, is WWE making me want to rip my hair out again. I was like, you put Hornswoggle as the general man. Come on, man, give me a surprise. I would have even taken like Laurinaitis, like being back one more time. It was like, ding, that would have even been a little more sensible. or like, give me. Yeah, I would have been cool with it. Like, I would have popped if it would have been like Shane McMahon, since they could bring back all these old stars for like the 1,000 for All. But since Game Boy chased Shane O'Mac out the company and whatnot, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Exactly. Up next, we thought this was going to be the main event. It ended up being one of the mid-card events. It was John Cena and Kane versus Big Show and Chris Jericho. Maurice, take it away.
All right, now this one I actually got to admit surprised me a little, because this actually wound up being a better match than I thought it was going to be, until the referee blew his disqualification spot like a little too quick. I was like, oh, Big Show only pulled Cena out of the ring. Don't call the disqualification yet. But then we got a little Money in the Bank preview, and like everybody was tasting some metal.
Up next, we also had, believe it or not, Slater versus Bob Backlund. Now, we've been having a bunch of, legends come back. Were you surprised that Bob Backlund came back?
Sadly, no, I was not surprised, because unfortunately, like 2 minutes before, because like about 10 minutes before it happened, somebody posted on my damn wall. It was like, Backlund's coming back. And I'm like, man, why do people always gotta text me? I was about to say, I wanted to take a baseball bat to this person's head for like telling me, because anybody who knows me knows I hate spoilers. I don't want y'all posting them on my wall. I don't want y'all texting me. I don't want y'all private messaging me about. I was like, let me watch it and find out what happened.
After that,
but I gotta admit though, Backlund was like, I gotta admit, the man still had it though.
Right. I mean, you heard of WWE Universe chanting, "You still got it, you still got it." Michael Cole was not really impressed. I don't know if you heard that little tone of his voice, but he wasn't really too much impressed with that. I mean, personally, I think he still got it. I'll be honest with you. I was really shocked about that one.
Yeah, but then again, they really didn't have that much of a match, so.
Up next, we have the WWE Raw main event. AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Eve and Daniel Bryan. Now, this match could have gone less time than they actually gave us, but unfortunately, they decided to go a whole 15 minutes. I mean, then you have a backup show right after? Like, really?
Well, then again, I guess they was trying to get out of there because they ain't never know when the wildfires was going to hit and whatnot. But yo, this ending to Raw, I was like, great. Now we got like a cliffhanger to a cliffhanger to a cliffhanger now, and I'm like, all right, can we please stop with this 90210 bullshit? Because I'm like, we got like Dane Bryan, he's like the lovesick puppy dog. We got AJ like stringing him along while trying to make out with Punk. But then she lined up slapping the hell out of both of them. I'm like, this is like a dysfunctional soap opera going all wrong right now. And I'm like, please don't tell me this is going to continue past Sunday, because if it do, man, I'm just going to take myself. I'm going to take myself and drown myself in a stone cold bathtub of beer or something.
Exactly. You know what, Maurice? I'm going to put you in the spot. Money in the Bank, who are you going for? Punk or Bryan?
Now, although I would like Bryan to win because I want my points, somehow I see Punk winning this match.
You got with Punk? I'm going to take Daniel Bryan. I'm going to take, even though he's not on my team. By the way, if you're playing Fantasy League, playing the WCC Fantasy League, go to facebook.com/Wrestling Commentary Center. You'll find out more information about that. Up next, we moved on to TNA on a Thursday night, where they go live with Joseph Park versus Bully Ray. Your thoughts?
Again, this will be something else. I was like, okay, please tell me this storyline will not last too long, because, man, because I admit, Joseph Park, he kind of looked like, he kind of reminded me of, like, Sign Guy Dudley, if y'all remember back that far. But it's like, this is pretty much like Bubba beating up on, like, Sign Guy or Spike or one of the smaller Dudleys.
I mean, when he busted that black hole, I was like, are you serious? Are you just going to come out and say, hey, I'm a bitch? But no, he just kept on going. I mean, I hope this storyline ends soon, because after that, we moved on to AJ being the father. Since when did TNA decide to go with the Maury story? That's what I don't get. I'm like, really?
Whew. Yeah, and just when I was giving them props for doing something good, then this has to happen. I was like, man, TNA, I was just getting ready to watch. I was just getting into watching all again, and now y'all got to pull it. Come on, did we not learn anything from Triple H and Stephanie? Like when they renewed their vows,
Exactly.
Somebody ain't the daddy.
Or do we have to go beyond that and go back when Mark Henry and Mae Young had a baby head?
Hold on. I want to dedicate this next comment to my host, Mr. Team Bring It. No, you did not bring Precious 2.0 into this damn conversation. Hell no. Do not ever mention that oversized gorilla on this show again.
God damn. I mean, hey, by the way, do you know who is this Claire chick?
I'm like lost on who she is.
I mean, they just threw her in there. They didn't. I mean, they just threw her in there. They didn't really say what she was. Like, is she some costume designer in the back? Is she just some freak in the back? Is she some, what they call ring rats instead of hood rats?
Yeah, that's. When it comes to anything Dixie does, I have no idea sometimes because she'll just like grab somebody, throw them in the storyline. It's like this person ain't probably watched wrestling a day in their life. Next thing they know, boom, they on the show.
We move on to the next DX division, and we have, of course, my boy. Yes, believe it or not, I actually support this guy. Zema Ion comes out and claims, thanks to Jesse Sorensen and his broken neck, he's now famous. When he said that, I was like, are you serious? You actually said that?
I gotta admit though, like, I thought like Ion was gonna be I actually thought Ion was gonna be a little bit of a joke, but yo, this dude's starting to prove something to me now, man. He's looking like a real deal right now, and I'm telling you what, a lot of people, yeah, you better stop taking this kid lightly because he holds that X belt for a while. He's gonna really be something.
Now, do you see Jesse Sorensen returning anytime soon?
Probably not so like if they work this, I probably see him like going to Bound for Glory. Mm-hmm. Or if either Bound for Glory or like Turning Point or something like that.
Now, if you're saying that soon, are you trying to also say that Jesse Sorensen's injury is not too, should I say, serious?
Well, yeah, because like a lot of times they usually work a lot of injuries like that, and it's like, if you want proof, look at Golden Boy Cena, because how many times has he had like an injury that was supposed to keep him out for like half a year now, and then next thing you know he's back in like 2 weeks.
Right.
And,
After that,
he'll probably be back.
After that, we also had a good promo war between Austin Aries, the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and former Heavyweight Champion, Bobby Roode. Roode comes out and says this is a fluke.
Hey, I want to tell you what. I went on record, and I'm going to say it again. I did not think Aries was gonna like win the title. I thought they was gonna mess this up somehow. But they made Austin the champ. I'm gonna like take my medicine and say, Austin, I apologize. Congratulations for getting the belt. I'm glad you do it. TNA, please do not mess this up because I don't want. For once, I want y'all to make me wrong. I want y'all to give this man a decent reign. Let this man carry the company.
Exactly. I mean, what do you think about a lot of people claiming that Austin Aries is the new CM Punk of TNA? Or do you see him more as the people's champion?
Yeah, he damn sure ain't no Rock, but I'll say this, he'll be more of a people's champion than Dwayne's been as of late. But I'll say this, Aries, he's got the talent, but it's like, I don't think he has, like, the brashness that Punk has. Right. So I understand where people are making those comparisons, but it's like, hey, Aries is saying, hey, I got the talent, I've been showing it, but it's like, I'm ready to move on with this. I want that main event spot, but it's like, he wasn't as, like, brash or disrespectful as Punk was with it, though. And, like, calling people out. He's just like, all right, what do I got to do to get an opportunity around here?
Right. Up next, we also had a TNA main event, which was a Bound for Glory series match. Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson. Now, I'll be honest with you, I really thought Anderson was about to win this match. Kurt, as always, put a phenomenal match with Mr. Anderson. Your thoughts?
Hey, I don't care what Kurt Angle goes through, but this man constantly shows that when he is in the ring, yo, you never count this man out because snap of the fingers, boom, he'll beat you. And it's like Anderson gave a great shot, and I'm glad this guy is like, well, hopefully reducing the injuries, but because I actually thought he was something, I actually thought he was something special. I'm saying I'm hoping he stays off the injuries, and I'm like, I actually hope somewhere down the line that they meet like in another match with the Bound for Glory series, like maybe be the final, like maybe be in the final four or something like that.
Exactly. I mean, it was a awesome match. I mean, this match went a whole 10 minutes, but literally, I mean, they gave you what they got. It was worth it to watch. I usually don't like TNA. I mean, I'm not trying to bash them either, but at the same time, I mean, hey, this was all good. And you know what, TNA, keep on doing. You're on the right path. You're taking baby steps. It's awesome. But now, once again, it's like they have their high points and they have their low points. And you know what I'm about to bring up right now.
Oh,
Hulk Hogan and
tell me
Sting.
we're gonna bring on. Oh, please don't tell me we're gonna bring up these coons who like
I
coming out and
mean,
like bash people.
you just had an
Like
awesome main
back
event, and you bring in these two old farts? Are you serious? Then to top it all off, the big rumor going around is one of the masked man is Chris Masters?
what and oh Lord. And then you got like all these gang wannabe gangsters like coming in like jumping Hogan in the back, jumping Sting in the arena. It was like ay.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm a little fed up with all these groups already. I mean, Attitude Era's done. I mean, DX is over. NWO is out. They're all old. You know, the whole clique, this whole, oh, we're a Nexus wannabe. It's like, dude, it's done. It's way overrated. It's over, dude. Can't these guys let it go already? I mean, what do you think about all that?
Please, this is what was been my beef for like years with TNA. Get the old stars out. You got your homegrown talent. You got a bunch of guys that are like probably still wrestling on the indie scene, looking for a chance to move up. Yo, snatch these dudes, take them, let them show what they got, and it's like, yo, build these young guys up because this is why a lot of people don't know a lot of people because we're like, who's this? And the next thing you know, these guys are all like becoming the biggest stars in the sport, and it's like, he in TNA, and it's like, oh wait, Austin Aries is a world champion. And it's like, man, who are these dudes? And the reason why, you got guys like Hogan and Sting, and then like everybody else that are like still in that main event spot.
Oh, my God. I mean, like I said before, I mean, TNA, you were on a roll, and now it's like you end up just busting some bullshit like that. It's like, dude, are you serious? Are you trying to, like, literally bury yourselves alive? Like, I don't get it. But the thing was about Friday, I mean, literally that was very shocking. Mr. Woo Woo Woo, you know it, ended up being your general manager. Yes, he did win the Battle Royal last week, and he ended up calling it Zach Down.
Oh, you know what? I can't even bring myself to say that right there, man, because for once, I gotta admit, I was with Cole. I was like, really? You're gonna sit us through 2 hours of Ryder running the show? Even though I do gotta admit, he did one good match with putting Sheamus and Jericho in the main event. I actually gotta admit, I caught the match, actually liked it. I was like, yeah, but you saw two guys really going at it for like Money in the Bank preview.
We started off SmackDown with Del Rio comes out, says that basically Ryder sucks as GM. Zach says, you know what? I got somebody in mind. We had Del Rio go up against Sin Cara, and of course, Del Rio took the win. Now, people said this match was boring, and I'll be honest with you. I've defended Sin Cara since he debuted. I've always said that Sin Cara does not have anybody that's fast enough to keep up with this dude. But you know what? since his latest injury, I mean, basically, he's hurt. That's it. I mean, it was a waste of time. I'm sorry to say that. I'm not trying to even dog this guy, but damn, it's sad. It's really sad. I mean, this match was literally boring. I mean, this was one of those matches that should have kicked ass. Should have been at a pay-per-view caliber, but it wasn't. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Like, you know, because I gotta admit, I've been on this Sin Cara bandwagon a lot, and it's like, yeah, ever since he's come back, it's like, I think like he's feeling the pressure of like trying to live up to it, and it's like it's just not clicking right there, and it's like, man, WWE really went into a lot of hype with him, and it's like, yeah, the lightning in the bottle that they had with Ray like about a decade ago, it isn't happening here with Sin Cara.
Yeah. After that, we also had a moment backstage with Chris Jericho shows up saying he had to come check out the train wreck that Zack Ryder was the general manager. While Sheamus was in the back talking to Ryder, Sheamus ended up calling him out and saying, "Hey, Jericho, let's have a match tonight." I'll be honest with you, I really thought this match was going to take it to the next level, and they kind of didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were like letting it lay low a little bit, but I thought despite the fact that they could have went a little harder than they did, but I actually thought it was a good match.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, I would have actually liked to seen a little more involvement from some of the other Money in the Bank participants in this one.
Right.
In this one, like post match or whatever, or at least if they're gonna have like a DQ ending, like just have like a couple of the guys run in, and of course Del Rio showed up at the end. I was like, yeah, I wanted to see a little more excitement going into like being that this was like the closing moment going into Money in the Bank.
Other than that, before even the main event started, we also had a little preview of Money in the Bank. It was Christian and Santino versus Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes, two favorites going into Money in the Bank. This match was actually pretty decent. Got a 1 to 10. I give it about a 7. I mean, it was all right, something good to watch, but I don't know. Now you got that question: who will win Money in the Bank for the SmackDown side for the World Heavyweight Championship? I mean, you do have Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler, two well-trained gentlemen. But your thoughts, Maurice?
Yeah, like I said, I went on record. I initially had Ziggler winning this match, but like I said, now with the car accident happening last night, I'm also like concerned about, was there any like post accident whiplash that might play into a factor something, because you know, sometimes I've seen people that get into car accidents, yeah, they may walk away, but then like a day or two later there may be some effects after it, and they're like, that's what I'm worried about with Ziggler in this thing. But you know, I also could see a big upset, like from a guy like Damian Sandow coming in, taking this one. Could he probably wouldn't even be surprised if Tyson Kidd won it, because let's face it, Kidd hasn't been winning in a minute, and usually Money in the like 60% of the people that have won Money in the Bank were actually on losing streaks, like going into the match.
Right. Just like Daniel Bryan.
And so I would tell you, like the world title like situation, it's gonna be a real big toss up now.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna go with Damian Sandow to win Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, Sandow lately, you know what? He's been like really very impressive. I'll be honest with you. I mean, this guy literally comes in and and just takes over control of his gimmick. See, and that's the thing I love about this dude. It's like they give you a boring ass gimmick, make it pop, make it crack, do something with it. Don't just be like, hi, I'm Damien Sandow and I'm bored, blah blah blah. But I'm like, dude, come on, like all these other guys have never got that opportunity, and this guy does, and he makes it crack. I'll be honest with you, he is my favorite for this. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's a little too soon, but like I said, overall he got my vote. It's like, hey, I take Sandow anytime.
Hey, well, you think about it. Basically, you know what Sandow's gimmick is? It's a cross between, like, the Genius and, like, a pre-DX Triple H. Yeah, because you remember when he was, like, when Triple H was in, like, his little blue blood form and he came...
Back when he was Paul Levesque, back when he was Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Paul Levesque.
Yeah.
First came in.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, he came out at the like, little rich boy gimmick. He had, like, he had, like, the long coat or whatever and the little walking stick.
Exactly.
Cane. Yeah. I think, like, Sandow actually took, like, two really good talkers and two very good workers, and he just, like, put it all together and made it work for him.
Exactly. I mean, overall, I mean, like I said before, I mean, literally, this is what WWE needs. I mean, literally, they give you a job, and it's like, make it crack. You got the last class, which would be Kofi, Jack Swagger, Tyson Kidd is in there, Drew McIntyre, and I believe there's somebody else who's missing. There's somebody else. Usually there's 6 to 7 guys that they give that opportunity to do something with their career, do something with their gimmick. And you know what? All the people that I've mentioned actually dropped the ball. And it's like, okay, Kofi, no offense to all my African-American friends out there who are listening, but like literally there's nothing wrong being a positive black man. I will say that right now. There's nothing wrong with that. But you had a Jamaican guy, and it was funny. It cracked. It was something that you could have made beyond what it is. Did he do it? No. He said, no, you know what, Triple H, let me just be a little bitch and be me. It's like, it didn't work. I mean, I don't know what you think about that.
I wouldn't exactly say bitch, and by the way, this is your your host that's kind of sick right now. I just have to come in, but yeah. Kofi King says it's true code, by the way, but and I mean that with a K, by the way. Continue.
That's all right. See, folks, look at that. That shows true guts right there. Mr. Team bringing it. He ain't 100%, but he's still doing his duty. That's why he's the hardest working man in showbiz, y'all.
For sure, y'all. I had to sit out for this show, but my boy is still taking over, so that's what's up. But yeah, Kofi Kingston, it just like you said, Maurice, it's just something that it's a gimmick that just went bad. Simply put. So.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of these dudes, they give an opportunity to do something, and it's like, all right, here, let me write it out for you. Let me post it on the board. Let me put you on Twitter. Let me set it up for you. Let me, like they used to say back in the day, I'll set them up, you knock them down. And it's like, they get into diva mode. To me, I think they get into diva mode. Like, no, I want to be like The Rock. I want to grab the mic. I want to talk shit. I want to become champion. And I don't want to do nothing, but I want to become that champion that just does it. It's like, really?
You know what? I think in like so many ways, though. I don't mean to cut you off, though, but in so many ways, they really want to be spoon-fed. Like they say, okay, if I wait my turn, maybe they might give me my shot. And sometimes it just doesn't work that way. It's just like sometimes you have to take your spot. You have to take it because you know what I'm saying. Like there's gonna be others like Dolph Ziggler and and a host of others that want their spot. You can't expect that you're gonna they're gonna give it to you within 15 years and then they're going to actually give it to you. It doesn't work that way, especially in this business. This business is mainly, every man's for himself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I mean, Mark Henry learned the hard way.
Well, Mark Henry has no neck. See, that's the only problem. See,
why you got talking about
you know what I'm
saying?
I had to throw that in there.
I told you about bringing up this man name one.
Man, I'm serious. I do not like that man whatsoever.
Why you gotta bring up? Why you gotta talk about your daddy like that?
Man, it's nothing personal. I mean, seriously. I mean, this motherfucker just don't have no neck, and excuse my language. But it's just, well, anyway, we're not talking about Mark Henry. It just, it was just a bad example that went bad,
That went bad.
Pretty much.
But my thing is, though, these guys, they gotta learn to, they gotta demand they damn push. You gotta go in there like, look, mother,
No,
put
you're
me
right,
in some matches. You gotta go in there and demand your shit. You can't be like, oh, just sit back and take the back burner to guys that, that been there less than you, Nate. Getting titles and shit. You got to go in there like, look, okay, I've been here for a while. What do I need to do to get to that next spot? You need to go in there, ask questions, demand your shit.
I mean, if you always hear these guys talk on these wrestling shows, I always kind of, I mean, it's fucked up to see these fools like sit in front of a camera and bitch about how, hey, well, my career didn't go this way, and my gimmick didn't work because of this and that. But it's like, dude, they're telling you what to say and a way and how to do things. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll negotiate with you and say, hey, you know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's just do it that way. I'm pretty sure you could negotiate your gimmick and not just go by paper. I mean, even though people always say, Vince is like God in the WWE, and you go by what he says and what he does.
And prime example, CM Punk. CM Punk did one of the most brilliant promos. I mean, it's been talked about to this day. He did one of the most just off the wall promos, and it worked out for him. And look at him, probably one of the longest reigning champions in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a pure example right there. It's like, he's like, fuck this. I'm not going to, sit back and let somebody take my shine. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to take it right now. I'm going to take it by the throat, and I'm going to make use of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could tell that he was getting really frustrated with that Nexus angle. It really wasn't for him. It was like he was just throwing an angle and just said, here, make it work, and then the shit was an epic fail. You know what I'm saying? So what he do? CM Punk did what he does best, which is run his mouth, and his mouth really not only got him in trouble, but it actually made him very, very popular among the fans. You know what I'm saying? So it worked out for itself, But it's just sometimes you just gotta make it work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta take the initiative to to make sure, like, okay, well, if this is not going to work, then, well, I'm just going to just take it by a throat and, just make it work. You know what I'm saying? So.
Simple English, here's what you do. Do you want to be the ringmaster, or do you want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin? Do you want to be straight edge CM Punk, or do you want to be CM Punk best in the world? Bottom line, that's pretty much your only options right there.
You know what, and Maurice, I think that's a very good analogy. Very good analogy. So Kofi Kingston will probably need to say, like, am I going to be ruthless Kofi, or am I going to be, selling candy Kofi? You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing he has to ask himself. That's funny. Candy.
Austin said that he had that damn gimmick, the ringmaster, but he said he took it, he ran with it,
and Austin 316 was born.
Yep. Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the color board, and Brian Jones, are you still in here?
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think about Money in the Bank? I mean, what are your thoughts on it this coming Sunday?
I'm hoping for a good show. I'm hoping that they don't disappoint.
And who are you picking for Money in the Bank to win for Raw or SmackDown?
Well, as far as SmackDown, if he's clear to compete, I'm looking for Dolph to win. For that, for Raw, I'm looking for maybe Jericho because since he's the one who started the whole Money in the Bank thing, and he's never won one since it's been created. So I'm hoping maybe they'll let him get one before he decides to quit wrestling altogether. Period.
I mean, do you guys know about anything about Jericho right now? I mean, I've been hearing that this till SummerSlam will be his last match, I believe, and he's done. Then I've also heard that he might take it a little further. Then I heard he's going to go on tour. Then I heard he's not going to go on tour. So, I mean, does anybody really know?
I've been reading the dirt sheets, but it seemed like Jericho don't know what the fuck Jericho's going to do. Simply put,
or
basically.
Either that or Jericho does know what he's doing, but if Jericho does know what he's doing, and he's
right, or just keeping people right, yeah. I don't know. I really think out of everybody, I believe they should give it to Jericho. Jericho created the damn match, so why not give it to him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's never won one since since he created it. He's never won it. Sure. So I'm like, why wouldn't you give it? Why wouldn't you give it to the man that created it in the first place?
Exactly.
Ro, who are your picks for Money in the Bank?
Like you said, for the W title one, Jericho, hands down. I really don't know who's on the SmackDown one.
Trust me, no one does. You got some like unknown motherfuckers on here. Like, the only person I know is Santino, and because he does that, that damn lizard thing or whatever, the cobra shit.
I know. Dolph is in there. Dolph, or I'm looking for Dolph or Christian to take it.
Dolph or Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Okay.
Or maybe Cody Rhodes, or a surprise one with Cody Rhodes.
All right. What about you, Big Chris?
I think it's gonna be really epic. I think I really want Dolph Ziggler to win. I've been so high on Dolph all this year, it's ridiculous. If there's one person that deserves it out of everybody, I think it's Dolph Ziggler. They need to give it to him. On the Raw side, Jericho all the way. I don't give a damn about no motherfucking Cena. I don't give a damn about no damn Kane. I don't care about Big Show. Big Show need to fucking retire and get it over with and shit.
Wait, can I say this?
Hmm?
I'll say this. Why does John Cena feel like it's a bad thing if Big Show gets the WWE title? Like, if anything, it's a bad thing if you get the motherfucking WWE title. I gotta stop this. I gotta stop the Big Show from getting the WWE title.
Cena,
we seen
you know the problem is with Cena? Cena is just into his Superman gimmick too damn much. It's getting to the point now, it's just getting ridiculous now. Like, dude, just like when you get on the mic, like it's so predictable. Like Monday, he was out there telling everybody, this is how Money in the Bank is. You go in, it's like you putting your life on the line, and you're going to get injured, and it's just, you make it boring, dude. I'm like, man, do I really want to watch this shit now? I mean, dude, like, okay, we already know what Money in the Bank is, okay, it's a big ladder match, it's a dangerous match, okay, fine. I mean, you really don't need to preach to the kids and say, this might be dangerous, so for your own safety, please don't watch this. And it's like Superman talking to Doomsday or some shit. I mean, what the fuck?
Now, okay, let me set up for you guys real quick. Now, what if Cena does win? What do you do? What are we going to do?
It would be, I think it would be a disaster, to be really honest with you.
But you know what? One thing that Maurice pointed out to me before was that every Money in the Bank winner that has won that has been face ends up turning heel because they ended up cashing it in like on an opportunity when the champion's already been beat down.
Right.
So will they do it? You know what I'm saying? That'll be a big thing. Throw it up in the air like, okay, everybody will be on that thing again by Cena turning heel. Like it's not gonna happen.
Only person that didn't turn heel was CM Punk when he cashed it in against Ed.
Sure.
And Daniel Bryan.
Not when it gets Ed. When he cashed in on Hardy, he turned heel.
Yeah, he turned heel.
That's when he turned. Yeah.
And then Daniel Bryan, he cashed in on Big Show and turned heel.
There you go.
Well, he was kind of tweaking it, but yeah, eventually he did. So.
Well, yeah, he just started tweaking till he got the belt, till he got just like really big headed and shit.
All right. So how about this? Cena does win Money in the Bank. Now we've heard that The Rock is coming back. Does he go after John Cena? John Cena catches in on CM Punk.
You know what? With that one,
and then who does The Rock go after?
Cena versus Rock Part 2, and guys, everybody know that I am a huge Rock fan, but I really don't want to see a John Cena and Rock versus, I really don't want to see that negative.
All right. So check this out. You guys are part of the creative team at WWE. Who would you put The Rock against? Would you actually go against CM Punk, or would you throw Dolph Ziggler as your new world champion?
I would say CM Punk. CM Punk, it's like Rock and CM Punk has a better storyline versus John Cena. John Cena is too much into that Superman gimmick, and that's what like really kills him. Makes the storyline like really dull because so you sit back and say, okay, my Superman gimmick is not working, so let me go into my Thugonomics, which is stereotypic, Cena and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people will disagree with me about that shit, but it just, I think CM Punk and Rock will be a little bit better.
And plus, Rock never really addressed CM Punk about that shoot that he did last year.
Not at all.
They never even.
That's right because I forgot. Didn't he say, John, you may be an ass kisser, but you're not as big an ass kisser as Dwayne is.
Right.
Wasn't that somewhat the line he said?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And I think they should keep it on. I think they're going to keep it on CM Punk because, remind you, the 1000 episode is next week.
Right.
So I'm praying it's gonna be CM Punk versus Rock. I really want to see that match.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, there's plenty of ways you can go with this, and you know what? I gotta agree with you guys. I believe CM Punk will go up against The Rock, and sounds great. Maurice, you had a question?
Yeah, actually, no. That's more of a statement because actually this goes back even further. SmackDown's 10-year anniversary show. If you remember, Rock actually blasted CM Punk, or you could call him BM Punk. We call it because every time he talked, he said, "Man, you sound like you taking a bowel movement or something."
Wow.
Hilarious. You gotta love Rock, dude. You gotta really love him, dude. His comments is like hilarious, bro.
So we got the 1000 show. So we got the 1000 show coming up. We got, of course, the return of The Rock, and we also got Brock Lesnar answers to Triple H going down July 23rd. 3 hours of Raw.
Now I heard about that. I don't know if this is correct. I just really want to know this. There's supposed to be a big DX reunion. Supposed to be everybody, and it's supposed to be uncensored. Is that correct?
I heard only DX, which of Triple H and Shawn Michaels, but anybody else?
Yeah, that's
I heard the New Age Outlaws
know.
supposed to be on there. I don't know if that's exactly true or not.
Who?
The New Age Outlaws, they supposed to be on there too?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it.
Actually, you know what? I was hearing like And again, somebody had to spoil this for me. I understand that Road Dogg's supposed to be back this week.
This week, as in
he'll be Slater's. He'll be Slater's. He'll be Slater's newest.
Slater's daddy. Daddy. Slater's daddy this week.
Yeah.
So we get
that'd be pointless.
We get to see Chubby Slater.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh man, I would love for them to come back, man. That would be woo.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I was,
you
know what?
I
was wondering that myself because he's one of the talent scouts. So I was wondering if he was going to be in there in Road Dogg since he's working behind the scenes too.
And not to stir the pot, but keep your eye on Billy Gunn because I've heard that him and Triple H just do not get along.
Yeah, I heard that too. Man, Billy Gunn said some choice words for Triple H.
Yeah, but
I saw this one shoot. This one shoot was, I was like, damn, he said that.
Yeah.
But
Billy ain't too far to Shawn Michaels either.
Chris, I think I know what you're talking about. Was this the shoot where he cheated on his wife, and they did like an interview with the lady or something like that, and they had like
it was this one episode that
I know what you're talking about.
No, it was let me see. Raw Dog was high or some shit. He talking about stay away from the cocaine or some shit. He said. This was back in his high years. You know what I'm saying? When I mean high, I'm talking about high on life.
Because I was listening to this one where where Billy Gunn was actually he cheated on his wife, and he left this girl like all types of crazy voicemails. They was playing this shit. This shit was like hilarious and kind of distraught, like kind of weird. She's like, you need to erase the pictures of me and you together, or my wife's gonna find out you're gonna cost me my kids' life. I'm like, yes.
The hell?
He cheated on his. Yeah, it was some shit. I was like, damn.
Wow. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for listening, thank you for listening out there. Before we go, we got a few local indie shows we want you guys to check out. Going down in Southern California, August 26th, EL.CIBERNETICO Legion Championship Wrestling comes to live and direct from a new venue in downtown LA. For more information, go to legionchamp.wrestling.com. Also, our good friend Maurice, I believe you got any shows out there on the East Coast?
Yes, we do. Matter of fact, I have Jersey Shore Championship Wrestling coming up July 28th. I'm sorry. And they'll be coming up. I'm actually trying to pull it up here now. I wasn't expecting it. And I also have ECWA. They're also doing their War Game show tonight, but they will be back in September 15th. They will be at the Greater Newark Boys and Girls Club on Glasgow Drive. Glasgow Drive, Saturday, September 15th. It'll be their 45th anniversary show. East Coast Wrestling Association, Saturday, September 15th.
And also one more show in September, their debut show here in LA. Of course, LAW, Los Angeles Wrestling League, a brand new, indie show. A lot of new local talent, new and old local talent here from LA. Be sure to check them out. I believe their website is lawx.com. Don't forget to also go to facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central. Check out WCC on Facebook. Also check out WCC on Twitter at WCC Live. My name is Joseph El.CIBERNETICO, and of course my good buddy over there on the East Coast.
Yo, this is Rockin Reese. Until next week, everybody, make sure you keep on slamming.
Shout out to Big Chris. Get well soon, and we will see you tomorrow night, Money in the Bank, pay-per-view, WWE. And don't forget to go to twitter.com, at WCC Live. Thank you, good night. Thank you, good night.
And
we will
wait.
see you tomorrow night. Wait.
Ain't there a YouTube, WCC YouTube page too as well?
Yes.
check out Wrestling Content Central on YouTube at Spawn 2011 #3. That's right. We will see you tomorrow night. Money in the Bank. Hopefully Sandow wins. Good night, and we will guys see you soon.
Smooches.
Cuddles.
That was so gay.